Hello everyone, this is EC the Gamer, and should I say we are continuing because we're not, well, I'm going to continue the game. I don't know what I'm going to do now, but we finished Earth Defense 4 4.1 The Shadow of New Despair. We actually finished it in the last video. I had to cut the video because it was too long. Like, I don't know how many missions I did. I think I did either the last two missions. I think only the last 2 or 3 missions. So it took me a long time. So amazing, you know. So this is going to be, maybe I'll call it my final thoughts / review. I don't know. The other video is the finale, pretty much. This is just on my food for thought, so you're not going to see anything here. Just me talking because
select a mission.
There's really nothing else to do. I gotta say, damn it, I think the first game that I played, it was in the Xbox 360. 2017, that was the year of the game, like EDF 2017. This is 2025. And the games ended like, I'm going to say, up to this point. You know, this starship, it's the same mothership that you see in the first game. And you would think, well, this is the end, but no, the game actually continue, and they actually show us a new type of, they were called Earth Eaters. It's pretty much a spaceship, but like a platform, like a lot of small platforms together. And it's much more scary than the mothership. I mean, the mothership scale is just, it scares you, but this thing was around the, like, again, this game doesn't have the best graphics, so I want to say that for everyone. Does not have the best graphics, neither the frame rate. Like, yeah, if when there's so much clutter in the you know, in the game, it actually sometimes it freezes a bit, but it's because of the magnitude of the monsters and everything. It's just crazy. But one of the coolest effects is that when the Earth Eaters actually go down to Earth, you know, to the sky, from, you know, they come from space to the sky, actually you can see the shadow that they create. So that's a really cool effect. Quite frankly, this is much better than the first game. It's much longer, you know. It has 89 missions. It's one thing that I like about this is the ending. I remember the first game. In the end, it is you alone. Like, really, when you're playing, it's you alone. The one soldier. If you can hear in the background the soldiers talking. They're talking about the legendary Storm team. You know, that soldier that survived at the end. It's actually, I think this is the same guy, the protagonist that you use in the game, or at least the Storm team. And what's cool is that in this game they did it differently, which I like, because the first one was just not real. You're fighting the mothership alone with no backup. There was no one left. You were the only one. This time, in the end, even though they didn't help a lot, at least there were EDF soldiers at the end. And not only that, I think there were some soldiers from the first battle, like from the 2017, from the year 2017. So that was really cool. The reason why I still conflicted to say this, like this is not like a final review, because quite frankly I still have a lot left. Like, for example, this is the battle history. It took me 23 hours to finish this game, and this was a normal. This is important, normal. Let me see here. In normal difficulty, my completion rate was 25. Yeah, that's normal difficulty. With the Ranger was 100%. So, well, yeah, it makes sense. Only one, yeah, it's 25, yeah, a quarter. Yeah. important, right? That's how it is. Yeah, because there's 4 classes. I understand now. Only 11% of weapon acquisition, so yeah, that wasn't good. The armor, yes, good. I did a really good job there of housing a list. Missions on radio 102, so I did die sometimes. So I was going to look something. Oh, Queen's oh, look how many spiders. 2,000, 3,000 ants. Dragons 700. Holy crap, look at these numbers. Flying vehicles 400, 500, 400. Flying drones 500. Nice. But there's so much. Like for example,
choose
the
class. Wing dive ranger.
I only use one.
Wing diver.
I still
Air
haven't used the other
fencer.
3. So
Air
that's
wing
going to be
diver.
very interesting when I use
Air
them.
raider.
How,
Air
how,
fencer.
how they work.
Heavy air raider. Aerial spotter. Supports the Air Force Wing Ranger.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, I finished the game.
Select a mission.
I like the missions. There was a great variety, you know, from fighting in the cities, the beachhead, like, you know, there are missions that you fight actually on the beach. So yeah, like this one, the landfalls pretty much. The underground missions, those are really cool. The mountain missions, suburban, you know, the rural, like you pretty much explore a lot of the city and outside of the city, so that's really cool. The enemies are very varied. I mean, not varied completely, but compared to the first game, they actually added some new types that were very difficult. I hate these ones. These are the scariest of the ends, so. But I like the game, you know. I want to be specific about this. If you maybe you have played games like Dynasty Warriors or yeah, Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, those type of games. Don't expect a lot of those games. I remember one time I played Dynasty Warriors 7. Yeah, 7. Dynasty Warriors 7. And I read a review of one of the someone reviewed that game, a professional reviewer, and the guy pretty much destroyed the game, and people were mad about that because when you review those type of games like this, you cannot be this nitpicking reviewer, because this game, if you're a professional reviewer, I think you would give it like a 5 or maybe less, 5 out of 10, because it has a lot of bugs. There's some craziness in the game, but that's the really cool thing about this game. You know, it's really fun, entertaining. You know, I always say this. That's why you're not going to see me giving bad reviews to a lot of games, because if you are entertained with the game, that's enough. That should be enough. I mean, it shouldn't be about the game, you know. Yeah, you compare with something like Naughty Dog, The Last of Us. They put a lot of details, and yeah, that game you can nitpick. Even so, it really is not worth nitpicking shows, games, those kind of things, because as long as you're entertained, it should be enough. This game has everything, you know. It has multiplayer. I haven't played it because I don't even know if there's people even playing it. But it has co-op, a split screen, so that's really cool. If you want to play with your friends in home, you can actually do it. With your family, I don't know, you know. This is not like a gruesome game, you know. It's just monsters, ants, spiders, that kind of things. The first game, I think there was only one class. With this game, they actually added some new classes.
Choose a class.
You know, the Ranger,
Ranger
Wing
is
Diver,
a wing diver,
Air Raider,
fencer.
Fencer. So that's really cool. They they've made some very. The weapons are really cool.
Choose loadout.
You know, you have
Rangers
a lot.
can equip 2 weapons.
You have a lot of weapons. For example, let me give you this one. Of the assault rifle, these are 3 versions. You know, you have your normal version, you have the rapid fire version. So this pretty much it is really fast. It shoots really fast, but its damage is low. The SD version of this weapon is actually it hits harder than all the other 2 of the other weapons, but it doesn't have a lot of ammunition, so you have to constantly reload. And the same thing, you have this crazy weapon that is like 1 shot 1 kill, but you cannot reload them, at least yourself. The same thing with the other ones. You have special weapons. I never used a lot of them, but there might be some really cool ones. Either way, again, this is just what you saw me was playing as a ranger, which is the normal class pretty much, and playing alone. Imagine you playing this game with friends. It would be a blast, you know. And not only that, is
Select a mission. Select a difficulty.
I play
At
in
higher
normal.
difficulties, better weapons can be
Yeah.
gained.
it's like she's saying, like, the more you go up, more difficult, but you get more reward. So again, I play normal, and as I go I will play harder and harder, but that's important to mention that, you know, this game has a lot of replayability, especially if you play with the different, like, I know that this game is going to be different with each class. There's no way that this game is going to be that easy. Like, playing with the wind divers is going to be different. The same thing with the fencers and the air raiders. It's definitely going to be something unique. So I'm going forward with the game. I don't know if I'm going to do more videos, much, but not like of the whole game, because that would be like, I mean, this game took me like 30 some videos, 31, 32 videos. I would do like 32 additional videos. No, I'm not going to do that. But I might do like every now and then, like a grouping of the video. I don't know how to say it. But I will show at least 1 or 2 missions of each class, so of the other class. What more do I'm not talking about a lot about the story, because it's just self-explanatory, you know. If you play the first game, it followed the same path, you know. At first, you know, you this time they were supposedly prepared, but then the Ravagers appear with new weapons, new type of enemies. As time goes on, you know, EDF begins to lose most soldiers, and by the end, there's just either is you alone, or like, let's say a number like 50 soldiers at the end. Like, there's nothing else. But I did like this time because there was like a doctor. I didn't remember this in the first game. Like a scientist actually explaining how the evolution of the Ravager is. You have the commander talking to you, the girl that is always on the comms. You know, and one thing that I want to mention this, that they made different in this game was that in the first game there was only a small group of soldiers with you, you know, the AI. This time they did it like there were like 30, there could be like 20 or 30 soldiers at the same time in the mission, and that make it more real. And as the game goes by, you can see that there's less soldiers. I mean, there's every now and then there are some soldiers, but by the end, I mean, the last mission, you are alone. Like, you're literally alone. That's crazy. In this mission, you are with, like, let me say, yeah, 20 or 30 soldiers, but they can fight, you know. don't get me wrong, the AI they do try their best, but they simply can't. The AI has to be as intelligent as the player, because the dragons, in this game they actually are dragons, and they go kamikaze to you, like 20 or 30 of them at the same time, just no diving from the sky, and there's no way you can. If you're an AI, the AI just stay there trying to shoot as much of them as they can, but that's the most that they can do. So yeah, I mean, what more to say? Yeah, the controllers are not the best. I would have liked to be able to run with the Ranger, but I couldn't do it. At least I didn't know if there's a button, and that's one thing that I hope that I haven't played the EDF5, but I hope that they have a tutorial, because this game doesn't have it. Like, if you start playing it, there's no tutorial. They don't tell you what are the buttons, so maybe there are some buttons that could help me in the game, but I didn't found them. You know, so yeah. Either way, I like the game. It's definitely, they put a lot of effort in this game, much more than the first one, so they made it much more exciting, and they were very creative, so I had to give them that, you know. What more can I say about the game? You know, entertaining game, amazing. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say, quite frankly. It's like, there's not a lot. Like, I can't talk about the story because this is not about the story. It's just a continuation of the first game, you know, after 2017, many years after that first game. Oh, let me put it in context. If you have seen Independence Day, if you still haven't seen the second movie that they made, Independence Day, which I hope you didn't see it, because that is a horrible game. Horrible movie. I actually watched it on the theaters. Oh my god, my father and I were like, what are we seeing? You know, like, I like CG elements and everything, but those were the worst. The story was really bad. Just imagine this game, but I think this game has a much better story than even that one, like, really. But imagine that one, you know. Independence Day Resurgent, I don't remember the title of the second movie, but it was pretty much, oh, humanity has evolved, has learned from the technology of the alien invaders. We're now prepared for everything. Yeah. At the end, it doesn't work like that, because, you know, they got defeated at the first game, but they're not idiots, you know. They're going to evolve also, and that's what happens here. You know, you think you have the upper hand, they then decide to have new machines, new robots, new flying drones, bigger monsters and everything, dragons. So yeah, but that's it, you know. There's nothing else to say. Amazing game. If I'm going to give it like a score, a final score, I would give it, again, I haven't played multiplayer and everything, but I assume this just, yeah, I haven't played the other classes, but it's more like a bonus for me, in my opinion. Personally, this is not the but let me give you the professional one. Professional one, I would give it an 8 out of 10, quite frankly. It has a lot of content, it's worth the play. At the time, I don't think it was a $60 game, but this game is like $20, so it's worth it. At least digital. I don't know if physical, I think is much lower, but it's worth buying it. I assure you. Even if there's no one playing it online, I still haven't seen it, but if there's no one, it doesn't matter, you know. It's playing alone is still fun. What more? So first, if my personal one, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I cannot give it a 10 out of 10 because there are some flaws in the game that truly affected me. Many times when I die, it's pretty much, you saw it there, like uh, there's a tree. There's a tree, a small tree. You shoot it if you are using a rocket launcher, and it can blow you to hell. So it's just there's a fence, and you just have to like roll like 1 or 2 times to just smash the fence. I just don't like the controllers, but other than that, you know, I had a lot of fun with the game. But anyway, yes, that's pretty much all that I wanted to say about the game.
Select a mission.
I'm just shocked for the last one. You know, I thought that at the last mission it was going to be like they're throwing me Earth Eater after Earth Eater, but no, they at least leveled the playing field. They didn't throw me like with spiders or anything like that. So at least in the normal the normal difficulty, it was not easy, but not that difficult. So either way, doesn't matter. I hope you enjoyed the whole series. I will do some other videos. I still don't know what I'm going to do, but I will definitely do more videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the whole series. As I always say, if you're new to this channel, if this is the first time, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscription button, please. You know, I will appreciate it. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. This is pretty much, I'm sorry I'm not going to show you more gameplay, but you know, I just wanted to talk because I just didn't have enough time in the previous video. Don't forget to hit that like, yeah, leave a comment. Already at this point you should have hit the like button, but leave a comment. I will read it. I really appreciate them. Hit the notification bell so that way you can get notified of the videos and everything else. And yeah, that's all for now. Professionally, I will give it, again, I'm not a professional reviewer or anything like that. I'm not an expert. I will give it an 8 out of 10. Personally, a 9 out of 10. I was entertained. I like the story. I like not the full gameplay, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the series. This is EC the Gamer. I will sign off, and I will see you my next video. I don't know if there's going to be a new game series, so I'm still thinking. I still haven't finished Horizon or Final Fantasy VII. Although Final Fantasy VII, I still don't have like a lot of... I wanted to finish it, but because it's not the end of the game, still I don't know if I'm going to finish it. But yeah, that's all for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching the videos, and I will see you in my next video.